hospital tonight after getting shot. Police said the baby was found shot multiple times in a standoff that ended with the house set on fire. Brianna Whitney has the story.
Billowing flames coming from inside the home after hours of attempted negotiation with a man who earlier in the day had reportedly held his wife hostage for hours before she escaped. Then his 6-month-old baby found shot multiple times.
Are we gonna get this baby out? Okay, boom, now we're just getting on scene. Get the baby out as soon as you can and we'll have a meeting location out here.
We don't know if they think, well, you know what, if I can't have them, nobody can have them.
Jan Dubina is a retired Phoenix police negotiator. She says that could have been the mindset of the suspect at the time. And as a negotiator, they have to gather intel as quickly as possible from family to figure out why he's acting the way he is and what his ultimate goal is.
Something caused this to happen on this particular day. And did he have a will to live?
At one point, police called the suspect's niece to the scene to try to get her on the phone with him. Arizona's family spoke with her off camera. She says he never answered. Before the fire began, Surprise police were able to get the rescued baby emergency medical care immediately because of their unique situation.
We are very, very lucky that we have a trained fire crew. They're called tactical emergency medics that respond to a lot of these types of calls.
Retired Tempe PD SWAT Sergeant Kevin Buncher says even though a fire breaking out during an operation is rare, the way this all began was a signal of extreme behavior from the start.
In this case, if we have a legitimate belief that this guy actually shot an infant child, that's about as bad as you can get, right? So there's really no constraint that you can expect this person to abide by at this point. Anything is within play.
Ultimately, those flames, the reason the negotiation ended. Dubina says no matter how much trained negotiators and SWAT officers do, it's never a guarantee it ends peacefully.
So when they show up, everybody's doing their job and trying to preserve life. And so the fact is at the end of the day, the subject chooses how this is going to end.
To Pennsylvania now, just minutes from the Ohio border, a woman said her beloved miniature horse is dead after dogs attacked. Lori Keister said she had to fight off the dogs with a mop. She's not even sure how the dogs got into her fenced yard.
I saw the dogs tear my horse apart. I just grabbed the closest thing and started beating him off. Yeah. And he was all bloody. There was blood everywhere. It was horrible. I screamed for help for like 5 minutes before anybody heard me. And then I had to barricade my horse in and run out in the street covered in blood. Get help.
Keister said she had owned the horse for 18 years. Police are investigating the attack. The first pitch at tonight's Dayton Dragons game was quite the special one. Now, you may remember Ebony Sherwood. We followed her story since last March when she went into cardiac arrest and collapsed at track practice at Stebbins High School. Ebony eventually got a heart transplant, and she threw out today's first pitch to honor the person that gave her that gift of life. She's also hoping to raise awareness of the need for organ donors. Well, the Humane Society of Greater Dayton held their 33rd annual Furry Scurry 5K today. The event ran from 8 to 10 this morning. People who came with their pets were able to get free microchipping, run in the 5K, and see all sorts of performances. And you also saw some of our friends from News Center 7 there, too.
In first place, Grace Queen. Second, Penelope Rupp. And third, Leanna Day.
That's where Kayla is. That's why I gotta work tonight, huh? She's playing with the puppies. People from all over the community came to celebrate their pets and meet other pet owners. The Humane Society hopes to make more resources accessible to the community with events like this in the future. Weather specialist Nick Dunn with us now. We didn't see you in the pics, Nick, but you were there too.
I was definitely there. It was an overall nice day. We had a little bit of clouds this morning.
Foggy.
A little foggy, but that's better than having blistering sun right off the get-go.
Well, listen,
especially for the dogs out there.
If you like the heat is coming. I'm so glad I just bought like a Sam's Club size thing of deodorant because I'm going to need it next week.
Yeah,
we're all going to need it.
You might need it tomorrow if you're heading out to the golf course too.
I'm going to a wine tasting. That's a little more my speed than the golf course. But if you are hitting the golf course, I think you're going to need a lot of deodorant, a lot of sunscreen.
Absolutely, 110%. Here's a look at that golfing forecast. We'll give it a hole-in-one for tomorrow. Ideally perfect conditions. Temperatures in the middle 80s, barely a light breeze out there. Overall, a nice day, but don't forget the sunscreen. We're projecting a UV index tomorrow going all the way up to a 9. That's the highest in the forecast we've had all year. That means you can get sunburned in 20 minutes. That's all it takes if you're not wearing sunscreen out there tomorrow. In addition, you might want a good, nice little hat with a good brim on it to protect you from the really strong sun rays. And those are typically strongest between about 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. in particular. So if you have any extended outdoor activities during that time, make sure you're wearing the sunscreen. Out there, it's pretty toasty right now. It's sitting here at 72 degrees at 11:20 at night. Yeah, certainly a bit on the warm side out there for us, and there's no wind to stir up the air out there either. Visibility right now checking in at 10 miles, and unlike this morning, we had really dense fog. I don't think we're going to see as dense a fog tomorrow morning, but could find a couple patches here and there. Live Doppler 7 shows you that if you're away from Dayton, temperatures are a lot cooler right now. Urbana, you're down to 63. Salina, you just dropped to 69. Richmond and Winchester and Greenville all checking in right now at 64. Oxford has Dayton beat right now at 73. Now, if golfing's not your thing tomorrow, well, the good news is, yeah, it's going to be nice and warm if you're heading out to the pools tomorrow. Some of you starting to open some of those up. Sunshine and very warm. And if you're not in the pool tomorrow and you just happen to be outside, you're going to notice a bit of a feel of mugginess into the air tomorrow. And that's going to kind of be a trend for us for the next several days. Now, it's going to be sticky, and we use the dew points to kind of tell us about this. So dew points tomorrow and Monday near 60 degrees. We're going to up that a little bit for Tuesday and Wednesday. Dew points into the middle 60s. And Tuesday in particular, when you factor in a little bit more humidity, afternoon highs in the upper 80s, that means a heat index on Tuesday near 90 degrees. So make sure you're also wanting to stay hydrated if you plan on spending any extended time outdoors through Tuesday. You notice the humidity drops for Thursday. We're tracking a storm system set to bring us a chance for showers and thunderstorms. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Futurecast for the rest of tonight, we are clear. These temperatures, I think, are a little cool for tomorrow morning. I think most of us are likely to wake up in the lower 60s, maybe some upper 50s in some of our outlying areas. Into the afternoon tomorrow, just a couple of fair weather clouds. Temperatures getting into the middle, and even some spots, your backyard thermometer tomorrow might even get into the upper 80s. You factor in the heat index in the upper 80s tomorrow as well. Moving into Monday morning, again, we start the day dry, clear skies. Into the afternoon, again, just a few fair weather clouds and another very warm day. Futurecast tries to pop a shower or two. I think we stay dry through Monday. The story's going to change as we get closer to midweek. Here's a look at the longer range of Futurecast. Tuesday, we could find a stray shower or thunderstorm with a little bit more humidity, a little more instability to work with. Wednesday, our next cold front starts to arrive, so that means showers and a few thunderstorms are possible, not just in the morning, but going into Wednesday night and early on Thursday. That system will start to pull away a little bit as we get towards Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening, bringing us some cooler and some drier weather in with it. Looking at your Storm Center 7-day forecast, 86 tomorrow. How about 88 for Monday? Yeah, I would not be surprised if your backyard weather station or thermometer hit 90 degrees. We stay warm through at least Wednesday with that chance for showers and thunderstorms. A lingering morning shower could stick around for Thursday. And then as you see temperatures hanging on to the 70s, that's actually below normal for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Xavier?
That AC is going to be working overtime. Thanks, Nick. And you can track everything Mother Nature throws at us. The heat, the rain, whatever. You know it's Ohio with our free WHIO weather app. You can download it by scanning that QR code you see on your screen. And if you already have the app, make sure you keep it updated. That way we can always send you alerts for watches and warnings. A local dog found abandoned in a park. How the community has stepped up to make sure that puppy gets a new lease on life.